spring is here, and that means spring cleaning time, right? Well, if any of you know me, you know I hate to clean. I really do. It's just not something that is in my DNA. Anyhow, because of that, I invited my good friend Glenda to come over because I know she has a passion for it, and it's always good to collaborate with those that have something to offer that you don't. So come on in, Glenda.
Well, hello everyone. Are you sick of cleaning your house like this? I know I was. Whew, I'm just getting all hot having all this stuff on. So if you are buying your cleaners at stores and you're not even able to read the chemicals that are in the products, you're definitely going to want to be wearing all this stuff. But we're going to show you how to ditch the mask, the gloves, and the eye goggles, because we are going to clean with essential oils. So Julie, this is what I love about essential oils. Not only are you cleaning, but you're getting the uplifting benefits while you're cleaning. So maybe cleaning will be more fun.
Absolutely, and I hate cleaning, so anything to help cleaning be more fun is definitely going to be helpful.
So my passion from cleaning comes from, in my 20s, I had my own house cleaning business, and I wish that I could go back in time and use these beautiful products instead of all the stuff that I used that I know is very hard on my health. So we will get started here. We thought it would be fun just to hop on and show you how quick and easy it is to make your own cleaner, and then give you some ideas for what you can clean windows with, what you can clean floors with. And you know what's really amazing about cleaning with essential oils is, especially if you have kids, little kids, or animals, and they're crawling on the floor, all those cleaners that you buy at the store have very harmful things in it. So if they're on the floor, they're getting all that stuff into their system. Whereas some of the stuff that I'm going to show you can use, it is pet-friendly, kid-friendly, adult-friendly, and just fun too.
And makes it uplifting.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I can remember being a young mom and not wanting my daughter to be eating food off of the newly bleached surfaces because I was really fearful of that bleach getting into her system and on her skin. I really wish I had some of these cleaners to use. So I'm really excited for our demonstration today.
So because they're safe to use on the floor and stuff, that's why you want to use an essential oil that you know the quality and potency and purity of. So that's why we will be using all doTERRA products today, because their purity and potency is far superior to anything else that you can find on the market today. And they're safe to use topically, and some of them are safe to take internally. So if we put them on the floor, use them on kitchen surfaces, it's going to be okay to then, be crawling around on those surfaces. So one of the first things I also, just to back up a step, anything that you put on your skin. So if you think of when you're cleaning with something harmful, and why I was wearing gloves and a mask, is because anything you get on your skin goes into your body, into your bloodstream. So you really want to be mindful of what you're bringing into your house and what you're using to clean. There's an amazing website. It's the Environmental Working Group. It's ewg.org. And they have a guide to healthy cleaning products, but we're going to also show you how to make some really simple stuff too. But they rate products on the market. So perhaps if you are looking under your sink or in a closet somewhere and you see just a sea of products, you might want to go check out that website to see what is in those and how it does affect your health. It can affect your respiratory system. It can cause a lot of irritation to skin. It can really, once it gets into your bloodstream, just wreak havoc on your endocrine system. And a lot of them have carcinogens in them, so we just really don't want to be using those. So let's see. The other thing, oh my goodness. Do you know that when we make this cleaner, it's probably less than $1 to make?
That's so awesome.
And think about how much, whatever spray you bought at the store costs.
Easily $5.
Yeah.
Easily.
So not only is this safer, it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. So what else? I've got pages and pages here of long chemicals that I don't even know how to say and what they do to the body, but we're just going to skip to the good stuff. And we are going to make an all-purpose cleaner. And then maybe we'll talk about a couple of other things that we have up our sleeves.
Sounds great.
Okay, So to make this fabulous cleaner, it's an all-purpose cleaner. It's got some borax in it, so it's amazing for tub, shower, kitchen sink, kitchen counters, bathroom. Got that little bit of abrasive to it. So all you need is this lovely spray bottle.
Now this guy I found at Menards for 96 cents with a 96-cent mail-in rebate. So practically free. Today only. No, I don't know how long the sale goes. I'm not a Menards rep, but that's where I found this one. I did bring out some of my other cleaner bottles. So this is just something that I had underneath my sink before I switched over all of my products. And I decided to reuse the bottle. Why not? So as you can see, I made my own fancy label with Sharpie paper and packing tape. There are some other really great things. If you prefer your bottles to be a little prettier, you can hop on to like Aroma Tools or Your Oil Tools. They've got all kinds of pretty glass bottles, but yeah. I like to hide mine underneath the kitchen or the bathroom counter, so I don't care what they look like.
You know, and just another random plug here. If you do have, if you see this and you realize that you really need to get rid of a ton of chemicals that are in your house that you're cleaning with, most cities have a place where you can bring all of your unused stuff and they will dispose of it properly. You don't necessarily want to start dumping all this stuff down the toilet or down your sink because the stuff that's in it is very harmful. So make sure to look into that. I know City of Bloomington definitely has a drop-off spot. I know down in Burnsville and Dakota County, I think it is, they've got a spot where you can bring that stuff. So look into that before you start dumping all that stuff somewhere. Good call. Little public service announcement there. All right, so to make this cleaner, we're just going to need a few things, most of which you probably already have around the house. Borax might not be something that you have, but this is going to be your friend.
Unless you have middle school kids that have gone through their making of slime phase, and then you have plenty of borax on you.
And I've had this box for years. I mean, so I have no idea what it cost when I got it, but I'm still using it years later. So there's that. We're also going to use some white vinegar. Oh my gosh, vinegar. So many other things you can do with vinegar, but this will go in our little magic all-purpose spray. We're gonna use some hot water, which of course, you know, you can get in your kitchen. Then we're going to use, we're gonna need a dish soap, and I like to use something unscented because we're gonna add our own scent with the essential oils. So there's Dr. Bonner's Castile soap. Also, 7th generation, they have a scent-free one as well. Alrighty, and that is all we're gonna need, and some essential oil. So, are you ready? We should have almost timed this. So you're gonna start with your bottle, and you're going to add 2 teaspoons of borax, which I've already measured out. Oh yes, and a little funnel.
A little messy here.
This might be something you might want to invest in. It's probably also $1, but for making your cleaners, it makes it much, avoid the mess. So we've got our borax in there. Then we are going to add a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. Pour over here, and I've got my little spout on my little measuring cup that makes it a little easier. I'm going to pour that in next. Then the next step is to add hot water. Now you're going to add it almost to the top, but we're still going to end up putting a 1/4 cup of dish soap in there. So we want to leave a little bit of room for that. The reason you add the soap last is because it makes all the bubbles. Plus the hot water will help to dissolve the borax into that.
At what stage do we add our essential oils?
We're going to do that last. Good question.
So what's fun about adding your own little variety of essential oils, you can totally choose whatever you want your cleaner to smell like.
Yeah.
So if you have something that really makes you happy, you know, someone like me who doesn't really like to clean, happy is good in our cleaning products.
So I'm going to take the funnel and I'm going to have you mix that up really good. Maybe screw the top on there. Give it a good little shake. Get the borax mixed in with the hot water.
A little shimmy and shake.
I I also suggest playing lots of music while you clean as well. That makes it more fun. And I'm going to start measuring out our dish soap here. It's a 1/4 cup of dish soap. Again, you're going to want your funnel for this part. Yeah. Add dish soap in there. I also love those little mini spatulas.
Oh, yeah,
Use
yeah.
that to make sure you get all the soap. But for our video's sake here, we're going to keep moving along.
Now, if I don't like to measure as much as I don't like to clean, can I just add a nice hefty squirt of dish soap?
Oh
in
yeah,
my
I
bottle?
mean, I'm being totally by the book here. You know, you can
I'm a little less by the book,
whip
but
it up. That's why we work together.
may I have your little cup?
Oh yeah. So now to the fun part. Now you get to scent this with whatever you want. So maybe we should talk about a couple of our favorite cleaning oils.
Super.
Citrus oils in general are very cleansing. So we have a plethora of citrus. Lemon is probably one of my favorite go-tos. Wild orange, tangerine.
Lime, bergamot.
Yes, Citrus Bliss is one of our blends. So those would all be magical to put in there. Melaleuca is actually another one of my favorite cleaning ones.
Yeah, and that one's often referred to as tea tree oil. So if
Yes.
you're confused on the Melaleuca versus tea tree, it's got two different names. Melaleuca is the over big name, and tea tree is the variety of the Melaleuca plants. So. And don't be afraid to mix and match. So one of the things that I like to do is take, say, Melaleuca, for example, and it does have a very cleansing scent to it, very cleaning aroma. And open up the next bottle, and if you just stick them together like this, throw them both under your nose at the same time, you can kind of create the aroma blend that you'll have once you put them all together.
A lot of these oils too also have antibacterial properties, and so that's why we are adding them. On Guard is an amazing powerhouse of protection oil. It's, you know, what we use to protect our immune system. So of course, then why wouldn't we use it in cleaning? And actually, doTERRA also has a cleaner concentrate. So if this looks too complicated to you, you can just get the cleaner concentrate. And actually, this one I don't measure. I just put a couple squirts in the bottle because you just need about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this, and then just the rest with water, and you're good to go with cleaning kitchen, bathroom. You know, every now and then when I do a good clean on my car, I use it, you know, inside the car. I love to clean.
And if you're super lazy like me, so adding 2 tablespoons of this to a spray bottle is really not that difficult, right? But sometimes I want things even faster. And so I will just take, while I'm in the shower, because time is money, people, right? Time is money. So what I do when I'm in the shower, after I wash my body off, is I'll take my washcloth and I'll squirt a squirt of this on my washcloth, and I'll actually sit and wipe my shower walls down.
Yeah,
while I'm in the shower.
By the way.
Because quite frankly, I hate being in the bathroom, fully clothed, showering, wiping down my shower, and getting water on my arms and down my sleeves.
And of course, because this is safe to use, you don't mind standing in there.
Yeah.
While
it's drizzling all over me. Yeah. Love it. And you get the aromatic qualities of the On Guard spray.
Yeah. So amazing. So then in this bottle, back to our product here, you would want to add 15 to 20 drops, till it's the desired scent that you want it at. Rosemary would also be really good to add. Our Purify blend would be amazing. That's our cleansing blend. So there's just so many options, and maybe none of the oils we even mentioned are what you want. You could make it lavender. Maybe cleaning needs to be a soothing, calming experience for you. You can add lavender.
I think today I'm going to do lavender, wild orange, and Melaleuca.
Ooh, that sounds delightful. So mix it up. Have fun with it. Make it something that you look forward to using.
So you said 15 total?
15 to 20.
So 5 to 8 of each,
Yeah.
or kind of mix and match between
Mhm.
what I want it to smell a little bit stronger like.
Yeah.
So thyme oil is a really good antiseptic oil.
Thyme with some citrus would be really nice.
Oregano has some good
Yeah.
antiseptic properties to it.
Mhm.
So check out your Modern Essentials book or doTERRA.com, and each of the oils have their properties listed on there. So we'll say antiseptic.
Yeah.
It's good to go.
So wasn't that easy? Woohoo! You just made your first all-purpose spray. A couple other recipes that are some of my favorites. Where is my little cheat sheet here? And if you would like a copy of this recipe list, just feel free to reach out to Julie or I, and I will make sure that you get a copy. But some of the other things that I make, so I have wood floors in my kitchen, and that I just, fill the sink with some hot water, add some vinegar to it. That I don't measure, just kind of splash them in there. And then I grab, I have a little tray of oils in my kitchen, and it tends to have a lot of citrus because I like to drink them in my water. But I'll usually add lemon or orange to the hot water and the vinegar in the sink, and then I just put my, I have one of those fancy Norwex mops. So I might take the blue piece that has a Velcro on it, soak it in there, wring it out, and then I use that to mop the floor. The toilet. And this one can be fun if you've got kids that you want to kind of engage in the cleaning process.
Start them early.
This one is really fun because if you start in the toilet by just sprinkling some baking soda and then pour vinegar over it, it kind of bubbles up and gets all fun. And then you can throw any essential oil in there too. Just like 3 to 5 drops. That will help kind of mute the vinegar smell too. And then give it a good scrub. That one can be kind of fun. For your glass surfaces and your mirrors, again, a mixture of vinegar and water and essential oils is really all you need. Grab another 96-cent spray bottle, and you can just write on these with a Sharpie. Like on mine, I have written glass cleaner, so I know that one's just vinegar and water. Or maybe you want to list out, the recipe that you put in there. Then next time when you want to go to make it, it's just right there for you. Because that actually is what's on when I made this cleaner the first time, I just cut out the recipes, so it's right on the bottle. So then I don't need to go searching for it. What's another fun one? Oh, vacuuming. If you have one of those old school vacuums that still has a bag in it, you can take a cotton ball and just put some essential oils on the cotton ball and then stick that in the vacuum bag. So then every time you vacuum, you get the aroma of the oil. You might need to refresh it every so often before you change the bag out, but that can be nice, especially if you have pets. Vacuuming can kind of start to smell bad and stink.
And you can actually use that cotton ball with the canister vacuums too. You can just pop the cotton balls right on in.
I never thought about that. Well, I don't have one of those.
Or suck it up in the little thing.
Another thing, while we're talking about vacuuming, is making a deodorizer for the carpeting. So I don't want to throw out brand names, but I know there's companies that have stuff that you can sprinkle on the carpeting and let it sit and then vacuum up, and it's very harmful. And it also sells a lot of those things you plug into the outlets. If you have any of those that have, the scented cartridges in them, please get rid of them. Quick
Your
story
health is
here.
way more worth the waste of the money that you invested in.
Quick story here. So at my old house, my dear neighbor, she had them all over her house. She also had 2 dogs that she was constantly taking to the vet, and they had severe allergies. And when she was not home, she kept them in the laundry room. So number one, she's got all of her laundry, dryer sheets, laundry detergent, and then she had one of those plug-ins in the laundry room also. And I tried to tell her that she was poisoning her dogs because that's where they spent a majority of their time. So really, please, if you have those, get rid of them too. And what was so interesting is whenever she would let her dogs out back, and we lived in a townhouse, and I would let my dog out back, I could smell her house just being outside. Like, there's nothing natural about those. And now they're saying that they've got essential oils in them because it's kind of a buzzword.
Yeah.
But
as we know, with essential oils, there is no government standard, there's no regulation as far as purity goes. And so because we have chosen doTERRA, we recognize the difference in purity and the difference in potency. And when you're talking about that, it's really important, especially if you're wanting to use essential oils for their health purposes, to have something that you know is 100% pure and medicinally potent. And so that's why we trust doTERRA's certified pure therapeutic grade standards.
Thank you. So I was just thinking too, things you're going to want to buy when you start doing this is at Costco. You know, you can get a giant bag of baking soda for like $6 or $7 that will last you quite a while. And, you know, grab one of their giant jugs of vinegar too, because those are really going to be your best friends.
Did you say that?
I was getting to that. So after you buy your giant bag of baking soda, you'll just need a jar, or even, you know, if you save all those old, you know, sour cream, whatever containers, you'll just want to put some baking soda in there. And then actually, I do love to use a sour cream or an old plastic container, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So throw some baking soda in there, and then I like to add On Guard to mine, and kind of, I like to use either a slotted spoon or a fork and kind of work the oil into the baking soda. And you can let it sit for 10-15 minutes. And then what I do with that plastic container is the lid. I take a hole punch and I punch holes in the lid. And now you have your very own shaker. And you're going to apply this liberally to the carpeting. You can put it on your couch. You can do it on a mattress. You know, also there's oils that help with bed bugs and stuff. So if you like to, every time you change out the sheets.
Or dust mites.
Dust mites, yes, thank you. So all you're doing is adding the oil to the baking soda and then letting it sit on whatever surface you put it on for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then just vacuuming it up. And it, you know, helps get rid of all the stuff that's lurking.
Super, super easy.
Yes, and then again, the vacuum does smell delicious because now you vacuumed all that up and you've got that in your vacuum.
And super cheap.
So cheap.
Super cheap.
So cheap. And I think when I do this on my carpeting in my living room, I'm maybe using a cup of baking soda just to give you kind of an estimate. You don't need a ton. But if you do mix up too much, you can also store it in a mason jar too.
Future sprinkles.
Yes, future sprinkles.
Always having your sprinkles on hand.
So those are some of my favorite little cleaning tips. I really do enjoy cleaning. It just makes me feel good, and especially by using products that I feel comfortable getting on my skin. I feel comfortable that my dog is walking on the floor. You know, it just makes me feel better.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm going to show just a couple of things that I've personally done because, like I said, as little effort as possible for me is fabulous. So, doTERRA's got this awesome laundry detergent, and it's super concentrated, so you don't need very much. Running a massage studio, having a family of 4, I go through a lot of laundry. And so I've actually found this to be a really great value for what we get. And you can actually put this just in a little roller bottle and make your own travel size stain stick.
Oh my goodness.
So when you're out at a restaurant and you drop that spaghetti sauce on your shirt, and it's good to go. And then you can just toss it right in the wash.
You just blew my mind.
One ingredient.
Never thought about that. I add that when, you know, they've made their way to the laundry room and I know something's really stained. I'll put a little bit on there, but a roller ball?
Yep. And so because people come into my studio with like lipstick and stuff on and then lay down on my face cradle covers, I do have a little stain spray, which is some of that with some water in a little spritz bottle.
Awesome.
Easy peasy. Again, because I like as few steps as possible. I've taken a spritz bottle and tossed it right on top of my lemon oil. And now I have a spritzer of lemon that if I want to just freshen up a surface, I can do that. Or I like to use this actually for apples. So I'll put it on the apple, rub the outside of the apple, and then rinse it off, and it's good to go. Or after you've cut the apple, I spritz the apple, and then it's good for, it doesn't get as oxidized as quickly.
Fun. See how much we can learn from each other? I love it.
And then one more of my little favorites here is doTERRA's got this new room spray bottle in their DIY accessories section. And I like to add maybe 10 or 20 drops of whatever oil I want. And it creates a fabulous room mist. non-aerosol, and it just does that whole like beautiful aroma, aromatic properties. Oh, one more thing that I do. Trying to keep the toxins out of your home looks like, you know, switching over your cleaning products, switching over your laundry detergent, but also one thing that I don't think people recognize is the toxins that are found in dryer sheets. So oftentimes, you know, you put your dryer sheets in with your clothes, and then all of that gets stuck in the fibers of your clothing. And then as Glenda talked about, what goes on your skin gets into your bloodstream. And so those toxins from the dryer sheets are getting into your bloodstream through your skin. So a couple of years back, doTERRA offered these as a Christmas item. They're just wool balls, guys. You can totally buy these online, or you can get them from Norwex, has them. Aroma Tools. Yeah, you can make your own. So if you take wool, like yarn, wool yarn, 100% wool yarn, and just roll it up in a ball and stick it in a stocking, like a nylon, put a knot in it, and wash it on super high heat, and it all just congeals together. You made your own little aroma pumper.
So you can also scent these with oil too prior to putting them in the dryer.
Yep. And then your clothes come out smelling wonderfully fresh. So we hope that you've taken a piece of information from us, and you'll have some happy, healthy cleaning in your future. If you have any questions about how to get these lovely products into your home, contact the person who shared this video with you, or send a comment in the links below, and we will be happy to get in touch with you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And really what we're trying to do is there's a lot of toxins in our environment, and you have the power to reduce a lot of them. So I hope that you found something helpful in today and something that you will start to put into practice for your own cleaning. Thank you.